That's your mechanism to cope with it, to deal with it, to process it. Right. But you're also, it's not just you. It's not just your burden that you're shouldering. Right. We're doing this. So, the person that's dealing with it has to know you. And also has to have the understanding of, is this something that's serious that needs to be discussed now? Because there are some things that would be seriously discussed now.
Yeah.
Like if I was like fucking up big time, like strung out on drugs or something, and y'all were like coming to me and talking, and I'm like, not right now. You're like, no, nigga, we talking right now. I'm not trying to hear this shit right now. You're like, no, I don't give a fuck. That's what y'all would say.
And that's funny too, because fuck, man, I feel like every time we do an episode, this shit relate to recent shit. I don't like that, but like I mean that's super true, because I'm one of them people where you done piss me off, I don't want to talk about some shit, I'm going to go do something else, I might go lift, I might go out to drink, I might do a lot of shit, but I ain't talking about it right then, alright? But, shit, at least once recently, like, I found myself in a situation where I was like, I ain't doing this right now, I'm out, peace, I'm good. I'm not about to leave, I'm about to go to another room or some other shit, and in that situation, it was like, no, I think we're going to talk about this now because this is time that we have to talk about it now. And I was like, all right, well, you know what? And then I literally paused and I was like, that's old Corey. You know what I'm saying? like that's old
Corey. That's Corey that doesn't give a fuck about
exactly. So I'm like, you know what? You're right. This is the time that I have allotted to deal with it right now. Let's deal with it and see what's up. And honestly, it was weird for me because, like, I think, first of all, the two dudes sitting in front of me, we all operate too similar. So, like, if Rich tell me he going to talk about something later, I'm like, cool, Rich going to talk to me about it later when he get to it. If I say the same thing or Trey say the same thing, it's always like, all right, cool. Whenever he process it and he good, he going to let me know. And that's how I'm used to operate. So when anybody push me past that, I'm like, no, that's not how I operate. But I found myself, like I said, at least once recently where I was like, all right, with 99.9% of people I deal with that know me, I would dismiss myself for a good 24 hours. We may still talk and be cool, but we'll talk about this Saturday, although it's Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what we allow ourselves to do. You do it on
your terms.
Yeah, exactly. And that's probably the best way to put it. When you care and you don't want to hurt people, you don't want to feed into their insecurities, you don't want to do a number of things. Exactly. It's not about you, and you're willing to accept a certain amount of their terms. As long as it doesn't compromise principle or who you are as a person, like you're willing to be like, all right, you know what? Forget it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But that's what you have to do.
Even though you don't want to do it.
Even though you really don't want to do it.
But insecurity also means I'm not trying to be this vulnerable.
Yeah.
With anybody.
Yeah.
And I think that also stems from previous relationships or lack of exposure to being vulnerable, to expressing yourself in a safe space. And I think the best relationships, there are constant training grounds for safe spaces to express, safe spaces to exchange ideas, safe spaces to be heard, But also with that, you have to be very careful with who you allow into those spaces.
Yep.
And that's why security or lack thereof is such a precarious idea.
Yeah.
Because you could have it one day, then it just totally just crumbles by anything. So you have to constantly work at this. You constantly have to work with your partner.
Yeah.
You have to work on yourself. Don't be afraid to be afraid.
Huh, yeah.
And I think it's something that men.
We trademarking that line, by the way.
Trademark, yes. But men aren't. We weren't trained. We're not taught to be that. Mm-mm. Because fear is weakness. Yeah, that's what you're told.
That's almost exactly what I was about to say. Because I didn't even realize throughout relationships how many people I hurt just by not telling them anything. And I realized in a retrospect, because in my mind I'm like, no, I'm not exposing myself to you because you're not that person for me to expose myself to.
Trust issues.
Exactly, but it's like, but at the same time, I don't know if it's trust issues as much as it is for me, it's certainty. All right, and anybody that's ever dated me know this for sure. Like I'm one of them people that's like, you bringing 80% of what I want to the table, but I need at least 95 for me to be sure. And then somebody show up with 95, and I'm like
140.
Yeah, exactly. I need to be absolutely certain that you're it.
Same. That's how I feel. So, and then I got my friends telling me you too picky. You gonna find yourself by yourself, etc. No, I need certainty. Period.
The thing that like being married, there is no such thing as certainty.
Exactly,
there
bro.
Is zero. There is no.
Well, I will say this. And I mean,
I can do it.
I done had this conversation probably with both of you and a lot of people. Like the thing with me is, and I realize this in retrospect, that one, there's no such thing as certainty. Two, you can get to 80, even 90% certainty, and the rest of that certainty is built throughout whatever time you spend with a person, which could be freaking eternity. But even then, you're gonna be like, because once again, there's 7 billion people on Earth, and I can say this blatantly, like, Wham ran through them. I mean, that's just, I don't even want to put it like that, but that's just as real as it's gonna get. Like, we ain't, like, I could ask myself that with everybody I never talked to, because I can't even say, like, I only surround myself with the most respectable people, both men and women, and all of them are respectable as well. I ain't gonna disrespect. Now that was some hoes, but I mean that's I see you giving me that look, but they never made it to the house. I didn't surround myself.
That's true. They never made it to the house.
Yeah, I never surrounded myself with them. They But anyway, like the people that did come around, yeah, exactly. Like I can't disrespect a single woman that I ever talked to. They all had, very smart, had careers, was on the up and up. They might have just not been it. Now, hoes that didn't make it to the house, y'all hoes, you know your role. But
cold-blooded. David Chappelle voice.
Ice cold.
The ones I never met.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say nothing was wrong with them or anything like that. I can't say at this point what may or may not would have happened with any of them. But still, like, I wasn't certain. And especially, and I still stand by this, I'm not even going to fluctuate even slightly on this. Forever is a long goddamn time.
Forever is a long time.
We live in the real world, and like they say, technically death is a flaw in the genome. They ever freaking solve it and you screwed. Like, you will spend eternity with someone. Granted, that would never happen. But if it did, you got to be comfortable spending eternity with whoever you with. And to wrap that back around the insecurities, I realized something I did for many, many, many years. And that's probably why I ran through chicks. Like there was chicks that had tons of qualities, but I was trying to be with the people for a long period of time that everybody else expected me to be with. Well, honestly, the people that people expected me to be with, I fucking couldn't stand.
Why do people stay in relationships that they know they shouldn't be in? Men and women.
Because it's like Corey said, it's what society, it's what their family, it's what they've read, it's that projection of what they should be is what they're going to look to be. And ultimately, nobody wants to be alone their whole life.
Nope. Nobody
wants to be alone forever.
I get a hoe every night.
That's not that's like
that was humor.
I know.
So, and I'm not dogging any of my people that I know. I ain't gonna say friends, but they always play, "Whoa, Trey, it's work, and you gotta do this." I'm like,
everything is work, though. Every relationship is work.
There's work, and there's fucking like just
love is work.
There's work, and there's taking years off your life.
No, you know what?
Everything takes years off. Your job takes years off your life.
Here's what I realized, and this is, I mean, it's good. That's be me, but
we're living longer now.
But there is work, and there is who you're willing to work for. All right,
sure.
Because I'm not working in a relationship. One, with somebody that's not working. Two.
We're getting close, brother.
Rubbing my knee.
It's getting lovey-dovey in here. But two.
I'm secure.
But two.
Fuck y'all niggas.
I love y'all niggas, man. I love y'all to death, man. But what the fuck I was about to say?
Just working and working for.
Do you think relationships are gonna work because people stay in relationships just because they got kids? They're miserable.
This is what I realized, man. I realized when I was working on me, and then I was working on them, and then there's a difference in working on us, and realistically, it's like there's work and there's work. If I'm fucking working as hard as my relationship as I am at work, something's wrong. Right now, because I fully understand that everything is work. Like, I've been in situations with a couple of people that I talked to recently where it's like, all right, we're going to work on this shit, but we're going to work on this shit together. Because I can say at least with probably 3 people, I was like, shit, it's good, upstanding. I'm not going to just throw you to the wind for the sake of throwing you to the wind, because that's exactly what I would have done in the past. I'd been like, all right, it's been fun. It's Gucci. Let's move on. But now I'm more like, all right, let me process my emotions. You process yours. I'm going to put my insecurities on the table about our situation. You put yours on the table. Let's work through them opposed to allowing it to tear us apart. And after we do that, if I still feel like I'm doing more than you doing and I'm working my ass off and you ain't doing shit, you got to go.
But there's work and then there's building.
Yep.
Work is, we're both on the side of the street picking up trash. You clean it up. The trash going to be back there next week. But building starts from nothing.
Yeah.
It's hard days. You got to lay the brick. You got to put the spack. You got to put the walls up. And there are going to be times when there's good days and times there's bad days. Once it's all finished, you have an apparatus that's filled with designs and furniture and memories and things that last forever. That's the difference.
Yeah. You know what? Let me caveat that by saying this too, and this is a direct shot to the world as a whole. Stop looking for people that done already built they shit, and you goddamn want to come in because you like the shit that they done already built. If you ain't willing, exactly. If you ain't willing to build with somebody, man, you wasting your damn time. And that's literally in many ways sent me in reverse. And I say that from the perspective of it's people that knew me when I was nothing. I mean absolutely nothing. And when I say nothing, I mean had 2 pair of pants, 5 shirts, rotated them shits to make it look like a wardrobe, nothing. And
a million pairs.
Exactly. And now they still rock with me. And I'm like, all right, I value these people. And there's people more recently that have seen me through points in my careers, and I knew them when they weren't where they was at. They knew me when I wasn't where I was at. And I didn't value them as much then as I do now. Because the problem with a lot of people is they're like, you know what? Now that I'm elevated in life, I can get somebody like this. Or this is where I'm at, so I can have this. And then you realize, all right, well, I can, but these people want me because of where I am now. Would they have fucked with me when I was Corey with 2 pair of jeans and 5 shirts? Because I'm still the same person. I just can afford to do more shit.
And
now.
that feeds insecurity too, when you're thinking, I have to get this shit fast or people are going to leave me.
Yeah.
But ultimately, the key to, or at least in my opinion, the key to conquering that insecurity demon is to be like, you know what? The only thing that I can do is be the best me that I can be. Fuck who's not on board with that. And whoever is on board, we're going to do something special. And that goes for friends, that goes for family, that goes for coworkers, that goes for jobs, that goes for lovers, mailmen, whoever you work with, your financial advisor, all that shit,
But I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like society as a whole is insecure, and I was thinking about that ironically after watching Black Panther, man. And this both I feel is a wonderful thing and an annoying thing, and I'm gonna take a little bit of a turn on insecurities. Like, for years, decades, centuries, people didn't love black skin, especially dark black skin, which made a lot of people insecure about it when it's been gorgeous since day one.
Church.
All right? It wasn't publicized in the media. It It wasn't publicized in advertisement. It wasn't publicized in music videos.